Alright, and go for it.
Jeff King here at Fitness Quest 10. So what I'm about to go over right now is the very first part of my plyometric protocol, weeks 1 through 3. The key on this is going to be working on deceleration and stabilization of the lower limbs. That's kind of like our base and our plyo prep. So when we go into the second part of our plyo protocol, we'll be ready to have that foundation. Okay, so what we're going to work on now is the sagittal plane part. So basically our up and down movements. So the first thing we've got the squat, jump, and stick. Now keep in mind, everything we do in this first 3 weeks is going to be 3 sets of 8 repetitions. Alright, so squat, jump, and stick. All you're going to do is going to come down the squat position, and then either on the coach's cue or on the player's cue, you're just going to jump up and stabilize. So you basically finish how you started, knees flex, hip flex, chest up. So that's the squat, jump, and stick. The second exercise, we're going to go broad jump and stick. So now, instead of jumping up and down, we're going to jump out. So you're going to be here, once again, come down, squat, jump out, soft landing, and then walk back. So really focus on the soft landing. If they're landing hard, that means they're not stabilizing the way they should, and they need to be soft. Very important to look at. So we have a squat jump, we have a broad jump, those are the first two. The third one's a single leg hop and stick. So now we're working on that single leg stabilization. So once again, we're going to do 8 on each side. We're going to go on the right leg first. Once again, on the coach's cue, hop up, looking for the landing and looking for the stabilization for the knee. If we're moving around a lot, that means the knee's not stabilized, so really get it in the hip. So once again, hop and then stick. You do 8 on one side and then 8 on the other leg, okay? And then the last one, the sagittal plane, will be a counter movement jump and stick. So very similar to the squat, jump, and stick, but now we're going to start from a standing position. So now we're generating a little momentum by squatting down first and then jumping up. And then once again, going and sticking that landing. So that's the sagittal plane protocol in the first 3 weeks. Now we're going to go to the frontal plane, so basically the lateral movements. So first thing we got, lateral jump and stick. So once again, we're going to stay in the start in the squat position, and you're going to jump out to the right here, and then land, once again emphasizing good landing mechanics, and then I'll go back. That would be considered 2, you do 8. Then you have a lateral squat, jump, and stick, okay? So once again, now you're going to start, you're going to introduce that counter movement, squat down, and then come up. Squat down, and then come up. Okay, so the difference between the first one and the second one is just the position that you start in. The squat jump itself, you start in the squat. The lateral squat jump and stick, you start in a standing position. With that, got single leg jump and stick. So once again, you're going to be on one leg and you're going to hop on the side and then stabilizing. Okay? And then once again, same leg, hop and stabilize. So that's the single leg lateral jump and stick. And then the last one is a zigzag bound. Okay, so with that, you're going to jump at an angle. So it's combining kind of forward and also lateral movement. So I'm going to come down, squat, and jump out at an angle, sticking, and then now I'm going back to the left, doing the same thing, just like that. Alright, so those are the 4 jumps from the frontal plane. So once again, first 3 weeks, the importance and emphasis should be on landing mechanics. Once you do that, week 4 through 6, you should be ready to go to do your plyo program.